Ooh, we got our first cold foil legendary. Hello everyone, welcome back to Lorcana Sunday. It is now box 2 of this lovely event. Will I get my Enchanted? Let's find out. So, we are missing 4 legendaries for the master set. Obviously, I still need a couple for my own personal play collection. However, it is nice that we're only missing so little now. I'm going to start with the middle this time. Now, normally, I do not pull Enchanteds until the 4th box of whatever case I pull. This has been happening since the beginning of set 3, for whatever reason. It'd be nice to break that curse and actually, you know, have one early. Gazelle, Earth Giant, Merryweather, Pete, Simba, Chica, Ratigan's Party, Maleficent, Food Fight, Sword Release, Kota, and then Obscuro Spear, Cold Foil. Not sure if we had one of those yet, but still. That's an interesting item, giving all your characters ward for a turn. Granted, costs 3 mana to do it. Still an interesting item. Robin Hood, Simba, Duck for Cover, The Queen, Big Robin Hood, Try Everything, Poncha, Royal Tantrum, Elsa's Ice Palace, Minnie Mouse. Now, for the legendaries, we are missing Donald Duck, Queen Anne, and Mufasa. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the steel one has been escaping me. I do know that we pulled the Prince Arthur, the King Arthur, but for whatever reason, I cannot remember the other steel one, which makes me think it might be bad, because I just don't bother to remember it. Granted, Genie, Donald Duck, Queen Anne, Mufasa. So we're missing 5. I forgot about the Genie. Genie's interesting. Not the best. I hope we pull it. I'll talk about it then if we pull it. Alright, Yuzma. Maribel, our second of her. And then a cold foil, you're welcome. Maribel might be... I want to call her the worst legendary, but at least there's like a combo with her. But, yeah... Man, yeah, so it's a 5, it's 5s across the board, right? Cost 5, quest for 5, it's a 5/5. It's inkable, but you can only play it if you control 5 or more other characters. That's insane. Thank you, I need more of these cards. The chances of you having 5 or more, if you're playing Hyper Aggro, I guess it's not too bad. But you're not inking every turn if you're playing Hyper Aggro. You're probably going to stop once you get to 4, which means you're never going to play it. And sure, if it comes out, it is presenting a huge threat. You're playing Hyper Aggro. You're probably going to win the second quest one time. Sugar Rush. Nice. I don't even think we pulled the normal rare of this yet. So, yeah, it's presenting lethal. The problem is, you're playing Hyper Aggro, your characters are going to die. They are going to be banished constantly. They're going to be not on the field, so the chances of you having 5, very low. I guess if you're playing against a blue deck, blue decks will not be able to keep up with that. So, sure, it'll drop. And that's like the final nail in the coffin for them. However, I imagine blue-red could still offer a resistance. So it just becomes a dead card, or it's, I guess, inked at that point. And there's no way it's cheating it out. Like, unfortunately, most of the cards that say put a card into play. Yay, another one. The Queen. Who's with me? Most of the cards that say put this in play, unfortunately, their wording would suggest that it doesn't work with her because she says she cannot be put in play unless you control 5 or more. So with the inability of cheating her out, she just falls off and she's ink. Now, that being said, I mentioned a combo. The Queen Disguised. She's a green 4-drop. What you could do is you could tap her and then discard a card from your hand. Come on, right side. You gain lore equal to the lore pips on a card. So when you discard her, you'll gain 5. It's an interesting combo. It's obviously not the best combo because it requires a 2/3 to survive a round. And I guarantee most people, when it sees it, would just be like, wait, green, yellow, the queen. Oh, this is probably running Maribel. Or something like the 4-pip Robin Hood. People are going to be suspicious and they're going to start like obliterating that. Like, ooh, we got our first cold foil legendary. And it is easily the best legendary of the set. Hello, Prince Naveen. Very nice. Oh man, that's awesome. Alright, right side. Coming in clutch. Ed, Radagon, Dopey, Ever As Before, Scar, Archimedes, Sleepy, Luis Madrigal, Minnie Mouse, Sleepy. Man, that Prince Heave is going to see so much play. I remember on day 1, it jumped up to like $40 instantly. It came back down. This set's weird. It's not a high-powered set. It's just like a lot of cards enable a lot of different types of decks. So because of that, it's an odd set. Like, it's still good. It's just not a set. It's not a money set. Like, set 4 had, what, Diablo? And Diablo was just instantly $40. Or he was like 35, and then he jumped to 40, and then he jumped to 50. And people were all playing green steel, so his price stayed there for a bit. Then they announced Bucky's death, and that card, like, almost dropped to 35 instantly. That being said, like, revive. Yeah, if you want a money set, I would try set 3 or 4. Set 1 if you obviously get your hands on it, but set 1 is still fairly rare. Alright. Kina, Hypnotic Strength, Flora, Donald Duck, Rudy, Basil, Rapunzel Tower, Clarabelle, Ludwig, Rafiki are technically 3rd legendary. And it is another new one. Hello, Genie. That is an interesting card. The reason why it's interesting is when it's exhausted or turned sideways, at the beginning of your opponent's turn, they cannot untap their guys. Or ready their guys. That's amazing. The problem is how can you turn it sideways? There's a few ways. Sign contracts, one of them. There's also just giving it rush in general and just having it crash into something where it lives, and then now it's sideways so your opponent can't ready their characters. And those are the easiest ways. Technically, there's another. You have Mufasa, where when it dies, it just automatically grabs the top card of your deck. Especially because you're playing Mufasa, you're probably not running very many non-creatures. So you're just going to summon whatever is there, and if it happens to be Genie, it's turned sideways. If your opponent has already exhausted all their characters, they're not ready next turn, and you just constantly quest and force your opponents to never play with the rest of their board. All right, left side. We're at 3 legendaries. We're now at 3 chickens. Let's see if we can find those fabled enchanteds. Or enchanted. I'm not that greedy. Fix it. Merlin, Sphere, Break Free, Shield, Basil, Sinzin, Turbo, Monstro, a Doc, Daisy Duck, which is the absolute aggro monster that she is, and then a Cold Foil Queen. Super rare. Man, this box is giving nothing but value towards our master set. Alright. Kina, Hypnotic Strength, Clarabelle, Mickey Mouse, Duck for Cover, The Queen, Tropical Rainforest, Nala, Hideaway, Gaston, Queen Sensor Core, the White Rabbit, Cold Foil. Come on, at least 4 legendaries. Yeah, I've always... Anytime I get a 3 legendary box, I feel it is utter crud. At least when you get a 4 one, it doesn't feel that bad. In terms of money value, obviously you've lost out at 4 unless, like for instance, somehow say there's, hey, a 4th one, nice, and it's one we don't have. Well, so Prince Eve is a money card of the set, but the problem is you would have to hit multiple Prince Eves. Like I would need to see 2 more or 1 more to kind of feel good about it. Like Queen Anne is okay right now. Maribel, no. Genie, no. So, I mean, this box costs roughly $130. Like, yeah, at least with 4 legendaries, you feel a lot better. I guess the Daisy Duck is worth something too, but you need to see more than you would, or more than you need to make your money back. But that is gambler's fallacy right there, just opening packs and going, give me more. So I enjoy it. Packs are fun. Now, time for the Talks of the Queen. The Queen is a very unique card. It has 3 modules where it comes in and you can pay 2 extra ink to activate one of those modules. Now, or one of those modes. Of the 3 modes, one of them is extremely useful. Banishing a damaged character. Very good. Another is discard a card. There's other 5 costs that do it, because technically she would cost 5 in order for you to do it. One is strictly better than her at it, which is Lucifer. And the other is Rapunzel, or not Rapunzel, Jasmine. Man, this is like the 2nd time I've seen Wreck-It Ralph in both my packs. Not this video, a different one. And then the last one is probably the most worthless. It's +2 attack, so that A, you could beat up a location, and then B, you can, I guess, give a creature with power 0 the ability to attack and deal damage. That would be useful, I guess, for that. And I guess the last one, because I don't... Nice. Another Cold Foil rare. I don't give it enough credit. If your opponent has Ward, maybe the +2 attack just allows you to banish the character, so you don't have to target it. That being said, with our last pack magic, another legendary. Gazelle, Gather Knowledge, Hypnotic Deduction, Snow Anne, My Life, Merlin, Maid Marian, King Candy, Robin Hood, the Queen, Big Robin Hood. Well, at least an amethyst amulet. It's pretty nice. Alright guys, I honestly hope you enjoyed this video. Whenever there's new products, I just can't help but talk about all the legendaries we pull and some of the basic strategies you can do with them. With that being said, have a beautiful and blessed day. Please check out one of these other videos. Drop a like and subscribe down below, and happy pulling, guys. Good luck on all your pulls from this set. Bye.